Right now, tens of thousands of people are headed to Bank of America Stadium for a highly anticipated soccer matchup. Charlotte FC hosting English team Chelsea FC for a friendly match.
But before that friendly footy gets underway, the venue needed a quick change. And we know that there are a lot of opinions about David Tepper's switch from natural grass to artificial turf at Bank of America last year. But in order to host Chelsea FC tonight, they had to get that real stuff back.
Yep, Sports Director Nick Carboni live at the stadium ahead of tonight's game with the fascinating process. You've been talking about this for quite some time, Nick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe too long. We're in the weeds on this one, right? But this is really a one-night field of dreams, right down to the fact that this field was grown at a local farm. The stipulation, if you grow it, Chelsea FC will come. Last week on a farm 30 minutes from Charlotte, Daniel Lucido makes final and precise checks.
We're kind of putting eyes on it for the last time before it gets harvested for install.
Tonight's pitch grew on a 45-acre property in Indian Trail owned by Chad Price and his wife Carrie.
34 years in the business now.
It's called Game On Grass. And from right here, they furnish fields for major college football teams, NFL squads, and soccer teams. And part of the pitch to get popular English Premier side Chelsea FC to play here was the installation of natural grass.
And to simulate more of a grass that maybe Chelsea would be preferred to.
Well, there's no weeds here, but let's get into the weeds. This is a fairly new variety called Tahoma 31 Bermuda grass. It's not exactly what's used across the pond, but it should feel that way for the players.
A little bit more leaf for better ball roll.
Rolls. Hundreds and hundreds of rolls. As Garth Brooks wrapped up his second concert at Bank of America Stadium, Price and his crew were harvesting the field at the farm. 30 truckloads of sod rolls were then brought to Uptown overnight for installation.
14-hour period, which we've done before, but it's quite a challenge.
This grass is actually born in South Carolina and grown in sand to simulate its final destination. Then it moves to Price's property, and that's where the plastic, combined with the weight at 17 pounds per square foot, gives this grass its greatest strengths.
Makes the Bermuda grass intertwine the roots amongst themselves, and it gets a really tough, durable sod. Makes it such that you can lay it on the ground and play on it immediately.
And that's what they'll do tonight, under the watchful and likely sleepy eyes of Lucido.
Making sure everything's ball's rolling how it is, players' cleats are interacting how we want them to, and then hopefully after the game's over, some sleep.
Yeah, hopefully for Danny tomorrow, some sleep. I want to show you something. This is where the new grass pitch meets this surface that was left behind from the Garth Brooks concert. They put it down on the artificial turf for events, so it's not grass right on the turf. It is heating up the grass a little bit from below. Of course, the air is heating it up from above. If it rains, Price told me the sand helps. He says if it rains, it drains. We hope for no rain tonight, but it should be okay if it does.
Nick, what's going to happen to the grass afterwards? We want to know.
I know that, yeah, I know Fred and Brad want me to bring some home. Some of the grounds crew will get to put it in their lawn. Some of the grounds crew gets to put it in their lawn. A lot of it will be used for the Panthers practice field and some local golf courses. But unfortunately, a lot of this stuff, because of the way they take it out after the match, it does get destroyed. But some of it will be recycled, if you will.
What a tragedy. Beautiful.
I'm glad some of it's being put to
I know, it's
use.
beautiful, isn't it?
It's beautiful, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Very
for sure.
fascinating. Thank you for that report, Nick.